If you often use phrases like "I might be wrong, but," or "Does that make sense?" you're rarely going to be taken seriously by wealthy individuals who demand genuine, confident human guidance. Your language patterns are sabotaging your credibility before you even reach the end of a sentence, and the reason is certainty. But here's where most people sabotage themselves without realizing it. You turn statements into questions when you should be making declarations. Instead of saying, "We'll implement this strategy," you go with, "Perhaps we could possibly look into that approach." Your brain thinks you're being collaborative, but those in elite circles hear uncertainty. You soften every decision with unnecessary apologies. "Sorry, just to check," signals that you're seeking permission rather than providing expertise. When you constantly ask for reassurance with "Does that make sense?" you're essentially asking for validation of your competence in real time. This is what researchers call linguistic insecurity, the unconscious habit of weakening your speech to avoid judgment. But wealthy individuals are raised in environments where certainty is the baseline expectation. They learn early that speech is a tool for commanding respect, not a performance seeking approval. But the brain doesn't wait to hear your words before making its judgment. The right hemisphere specializes in processing prosody, the tone, rhythm, and emphasis of speech, while the left hemisphere handles grammar and literal word meaning. All these levels of analysis happen almost instantly. Your vocal uncertainty registers as low status before you've even finished speaking. Wealthy individuals have been conditioned to listen for confidence markers in that crucial prosodic processing. They're not consciously studying your language. Their brains are automatically categorizing your authority level based on vocal patterns alone. Certainty in tone signals expertise. Hesitation signals doubt. Watch what happens when a senior director briefs her team before a client meeting. She starts strong with clear, composed language. Then she says, "I may be wrong, but could we possibly look at this option?" The room's confidence drains in real time. Her content was sound, but her delivery had already undermined her expertise. The brain made its judgment on tone before the words even registered. Think about that senior director who started strong, but then said, "I may be wrong, but could we possibly look at this option?" Have you ever caught yourself doing something similar in a high-stakes conversation? Comment your answer below. Now let's look at how you can rebuild that certainty from the ground up. The systematic approach starts with recording yourself in conversation. When working with others, the first step involves recording them and giving both them a small clicker. Every time they hear a qualifier or filler word, they click. The results are revealing. Their count of these words is always higher because you don't hear yourself doing it. When you master the elimination of qualifiers and the claiming of verbal space, something shifts in how others perceive your expertise. Instead of "we should be able to implement this," you say "we'll do that." Instead of "I'll try and get that over to you, hopefully," you practice "I'll get that to you tomorrow." These aren't small tweaks. They're the difference between sounding like you're requesting permission and sounding like you're claiming authority. Your brain stops asking for validation and starts assuming expertise belongs to you. Wealthy individuals expect certainty in language because they were raised in environments where conviction was the baseline. They won't accept uncertainty that's become common elsewhere. The qualifiers, the apologies, the permission-seeking. In luxury circles, respect is given only to those who speak with conviction, not because they're analyzing your words consciously, but because certainty registers as competence in their unconscious processing. This is the non-negotiable standard. When you master this shift, you stop asking permission to exist and start assuming your expertise belongs in the conversation. That assumption, that certainty, is what separates those who command respect from those who seek it. Subscribe for more luxury psychology insights.